Welcome to the Ultimate Intimacy Podcast with my beautiful, amazing, smoking hot wife, Amy, and myself, Nick. And what is that not? Did you not like that intro?
That was awesome.
Okay, all right,
That was
that's all
awesome.
I got.
That's
Eh,
amazing.
I,
That was
I
amazing.
thank you, thank you. Today's episode, we're going to talk about the importance of date night. We got a message from someone that said, "Why do I need to keep dating my spouse?" Right?
I
Like my husband,
no,
my
I got a message from a wife, and her husband's like, my husband says, "Why do I need to keep dating you? We're married." Like,
uh,
what?
what would you
What?
do if I said that to you? I don't need to
Um,
keep dating you, babe. We're already married.
I would be like, oh, sad. That's so sad that you don't want to like go on a date with me.
And from a husband's standpoint, like, okay, let me just tell you about our relationship. Like, we do not miss a date night.
No.
There's nothing that's going to
Well,
get in the way of missing a date
we
night.
missed one last week, but that's because I was out of town.
We don't need to talk about that. I
That's
mean, yeah,
probably
you were
that's
out of
probably
town.
literally the only date night we've missed in a year.
Yeah, you had to go out of town. I mean, I
Well, yeah.
can't control
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That was all your fault.
That was all.
But
That was I know I was supporting our children at their
that's
race.
true.
That was
That's
my
true.
fault. You're right. Yeah.
But the point I'm trying to make is, as a husband, why would you not want to take your wife out? Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. I agree with that. That's
Oh, I go
crazy.
on a date with my good-looking wife and be out on the town and be romantic and
Yeah.
have a
It's okay, so we just did an episode on that's what happens when you're in your 40s. So you're like, wait, we just yeah, what was the last one?
the last episode we
Yeah.
just did.
Yeah.
The things that why men get married and
Oh,
why
yeah, yeah,
women
yeah,
get
yeah,
married.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I brought up like we're gonna have an episode on dating each other soon and why that's so important. But the whole point of this podcast episode is you fell in love because you were dating each other, right? You were pursuing, you were putting energy, you were putting excitement into the relationship. And then all of a sudden you're like, we're in love, right? You're fun, you're exciting. Like, I want to spend my life with you.
Yeah, you didn't fall in love till you started dating each other, most likely. And then you're like, oh, this is someone I want to be with forever. Like, I'm having fun. We're having
Yeah.
great conversations.
And that's the entire point. Like when you stop having those conversations, like the get to know you, like fun kind of conversations, you stop doing fun activities together, you stop kind of just pursuing each other in any way, the marriage turns into a roommate situation. And nobody wants that. And so many people are stuck in that. Like so many people
Well,
are stuck in that.
so we have people reach out to us all the time and say, man, my marriage just isn't where I want it to be. What can
Mhm.
I do? The very first thing Amy and I respond is, are you dating each other? And like 99% of the time, what does the answer come
Maybe
back
not
as?
quite that high, but no.
It's like, no, we're
We
not.
don't have time. Our kids are too busy. We don't have the money. We don't have babysitters. Like, there's just a lot of excuses. And my reply is usually, you can date each other at home. It's literally about intention.
Yeah.
We're at a stage of life where, like, yeah, we got to get out of the house. Like, we got teenagers, they can take care of themselves. But
We did a podcast and articles on this 15 naked date night ideas you can do at home that shouldn't get you arrested.
I think Nick named that one. But
Wow.
once your kids are asleep, yeah,
Can't, yeah.
they're
Just but if you go off that list, you are responsible for the decisions you make. We're not responsible, right? So like choose your decisions wisely. My point is
what
there's a
is your
lot
point?
of at-home date night ideas that you can do.
Nick would
Like
pick the date naked ones. I would probably not. That was up to your
I
marriage, but I'm not saying that I wouldn't do them. I'm
I
just saying that probably wouldn't come to my mind. Like, oh, I want to do the naked date ideas. That's just not quite
I
what I would think
no,
of,
I'm
but
totally good starting out with date nights where our clothes are on. I'm totally good with
I
that.
hope so. We don't get a lot. We have to leave the house, and yes, we wear clothes. We have to leave the house because we have teenagers up till midnight. So there's no at-home dating at our house anymore.
Did you know if we moved to San Francisco, I think we could legally just walk
Oh
around
my
naked and
gosh,
just be.
gross. That's so bad.
Anyways, moving on.
That's
So
so
in this
bad.
podcast, we're
Ugh.
going to talk about the reasons why you need to keep dating your spouse and share
Mm.
some experiences we've had and just give our thoughts because we feel like we are. a couple that can talk about this subject because we wrote an article about how date night changed our marriage.
I don't ever claim to be like an expert on this podcast. Like there's a couple like I'm an expert in my marriage, I feel like. And we have been married almost 23 years, so that's a lot of hours. Like what do they say? Like 10,000 hours or something makes you like
Well,
professional or
and
something?
being married to me, I mean, she's probably
I've done twice
I
the
mean,
work.
she's done 2 or 3 times the work, so technically she probably
I'm a
has like 6
professional at
PhDs.
my marriage. Yeah.
She should be paid
But
millions of
I
dollars a
feel like
year.
being honest, like I don't ever claim myself like I'm a professional in this. But like when it comes to date night, like I feel like we can say some things on this. I really do because it literally like year 12 we had let go of date night, okay? We had
Like
started putting the
date.
little kids first. We were dirt broke, literally like dirt broke, lost everything in 2008. Like total another story for another time. But date nights were like, don't have family in town, don't have babysitters. I have anxiety. I don't even want to leave my kids. We're broke. Like, and we were super disconnected. So date night was like not on our list at
Do you
all.
still have anxiety?
Over certain things, yeah, I think everyone does. Is that like society nowadays?
Well, no, I was just saying, like, you were anxious about getting out on date night, or you were just anxious about
Oh, it's
things.
usually leaving the
Yeah.
kids. Like I have a kid that's gonna choke because they're 1.5 years old and they're crawling on the ground. Like it's a mom thing. You probably wouldn't understand. You're like, let's go. It's a mom
Oh,
thing.
no, 1.5. Aren't they able to take care of themselves?
They're crawling on the ground.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Uh,
Everyone listening knows I'm joking.
okay. It's like, why do you have anxiety? Like, yeah, never mind. Anyways, I was probably anxiously 4 little kids at home with someone when they're yeah, a couple of them crawling. I don't know. Anyways, not a couple. I didn't have twins. I don't know what I was saying there. Anyways,
Is
what
there
was
something I don't know about?
no. Anyways, I was gonna talk about so we started implementing date night like year 12. Like we looked at each other one night and we're like, we're so disconnected. Like our marriage is not where we wanted it to be. It is not passionate the way we wanted it to be. It is like you are disconnected from me. I'm starting to feel disconnected from you. Like what is happening? And we looked at each other and like we need to start dating each other again. Like that literally, I remember that moment, not like the actual moment because my brain doesn't like remember that far back, but like in that time frame where we looked at each other and it was like we need to do something to fix our relationship like right now, okay? Because it's going downhill. And we decided as a team, as a couple, to start doing date nights every single Friday night. And whether it was something cheap or free or at home, whatever we decide to do, we were going to put that intention back into our marriage. And I can literally, honestly say our relationship, that was the breaking point. It turned around after that.
And it turned around quick.
It did turn around quick.
It wasn't like, oh, we had to do it for 3 years and finally we saw some results. Like it turned around really quick.
It turned
Like
around really
oh my
quick.
heck. I remember why I married you. Like we have so much fun together. We enjoy talking with each other. Like our intimacy was better.
Right.
Right. Everything was a lot better.
So we're going to dive into the poll because I know you don't want to just hear about our stories. So I'm going to share. Okay, I asked our audience, I think a couple thousand people answered around that. I asked, how often do you date each other in your marriage? 22% said weekly.
22%?
22%.
Hey, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome for them. 20% said a couple times a month. So that's pretty awesome still.
Yep.
That's 42% right there is at least twice a month. Once a month said 18%. So there you're at exactly 60% that at least once a month, hardly ever or never the other 40% is what I got out of
There
that.
you have it.
So I probably should have taken a poll to the 40% saying, how is your marriage? Because I'm just assuming it's probably not passionate like they would love for it to be because they're not dating each other. Like I'm sure there's like some kind of.
And I think we can assume that because we hear that all the time, right? Like,
right.
I mean,
and we hear from couples that firmly believe in dating each other and pursuing each other. They have passionate marriages usually.
Yeah.
Right.
So we posted an article or did an article probably about almost a year ago, and it was coming from a standpoint of celebrities that were asked like, how do you keep your marriage strong? an exciting.
Celebrities don't keep their marriages
Well, that's what my
strong.
point. That's what I'm
Oh,
trying to say is like most celebrities have awful relationships. They're the last people you go to for relationship advice.
right.
But the celebrities that did have strong marriages are talking about this rule that they follow, the 222 rule. And it's, they typically have date night at least twice a month. They would have two overnighters a year together, and then every 2 years they do a vacation
I
together.
thought that came from Gottman's.
No. And then also, sexual intimacy twice a week, right?
You added that one.
That was added by some
Uh,
marriage experts that I know, the McKinleys. But yeah, we added
Nick
that
added
one.
that one.
But the thing went viral, and people really liked it, and I think for the most part agreed with that. Like if you're dating your spouse
Mm-hmm.
at least a couple times a month, you're going to have a lot better marriage.
Agreed.
How could you
Agreed.
not, right? When you're out, hopefully having fun and
Well, and I think that comes down to, okay, what do your dates look like? Are they good dates? Are you being intentional with your dates? Are you talking to each other on dates? I mean, because if you're like, oh, well, we go on a date, but my spouse just like looks at his phone the whole time, that's not a date. Like that, you can't even count that, right? So like we're talking like good quality, fun,
which
communicating kind of dates.
which brings us to a great point. Amy and I love people watching, and when we're out on our date, we'll be sitting and talking, and we'll be waiting to get in the restaurant or something, and like 90% of the couples that are together are glued to their phones, and we're like, holy smokes, like they're out on date night and they're not even like talking. They're like glued to their phones. Like
It's sad.
it's almost comical, but it's not comical because it's a really sad
It's
thing.
very sad.
It is a sad thing because they're missing out on that great opportunity to improve their marriage, connect on a deeper level as a couple. They're
And
missing out on a lot because of their phone.
And we're not trying to be judgmental. Like, obviously,
No,
some
for
people
sure.
might be looking up movies together or reading something together, or looking at photos from something together. Like, not against like couples looking at their phones, but like as we watch people, they're definitely doing their own thing, and they're not about to say
They're
anything
not
to each other.
connected.
There's absolutely much disconnection with a lot of couples. Not saying
Correct.
all, because sometimes we'll be, look at our phones for certain reasons during date night or whatever, if we're looking up a movie or certain things, but then that's okay. But you can feel the disconnect.
Mhm.
You really can, right? Like
Absolutely.
it's getting worse and worse. So after I asked that question, I asked, what is your most favorite date night memory? Are you okay if I share those real quick?
I think those would be awesome. Yeah.
Okay. So we're just gonna get all sorts of different responses.
And then I'll share a couple of mine. You can share a couple of
Yeah,
yours.
I'll just share a couple of these. But going dancing together was one that someone said. Wish we would do more, but if I want more than a dinner date, I have to be the one to plan it. Oh, yeah, for sure. That's like common, I think.
What are you saying?
Nick's like, hey, we're going to dinner. Like, that's pretty much our Friday night. We could probably be a little more fun. We've definitely fallen into that trap. I guess we're not the
But
experts.
no, but it's like
We're
it's about what our marriage needs, and what our marriage needs is going to look different than another couple. Like
I need dancing.
I
We're
took, hold on,
dancing.
okay, let's pause this. You know who you are out there that said, "Hey, you should take your wife dancing."
Oh, it took me 6 years to talk Nick into
Well,
one
it took
dance
6 years, but we did go the other night, and it was a blast.
Yeah, it's probably the only time we'll ever go. But yeah.
Oh, that's not true.
Going to Palm Springs for the weekend. Extremely important. Rarely happens in my marriage. Soaking together in the tub. Ooh, Nick likes that one, I bet.
Sign me up.
Valentine's Day dinner in Ripley's Aquarium. Took a tunnel in Canada. Dang, some people are like really adventurous. It's been so long I can't remember. Zero, which is sad. Yeah, there's a lot of people saying we never do date nights, which is in the 40%, which is sad. Like you cannot have a fun and passionate relationship unless you're pursuing each other.
What?
I'm not going to just keep reading more because we have a whole list of like 50 date nights printable on our Ultimate Intimacy bio link if you want date night ideas, or you can download the UNI app at uni.app.com and get an entire year of date night ideas spelled out for you, and you can customize them, and it's an amazing feature.
Yeah, and the great thing about date nights is you create so many fun memories together that you'll never forget. So I want to put you on the spot. What's
Okay.
your favorite date night that we've done that jumps out to you that maybe you remember? I'll share mine, and then we'll dive into the reasons why you need a happy date night.
My most favorite date night. Huh. I am
There's been
literally
so many great
I
ones.
I'm pretty easygoing. I literally love just going to a restaurant, usually Mexican food, and then going to a movie. Like there's nothing like taking my blanket, getting me some Bunch of Crunch. Anyone out there love Bunch of Crunch?
Oh
Let
yes,
me share a little
bunch of
secret. They're like $6, stupid bucks at the theater. But if you go to Dollar Tree, you can get them for $1.25 or even Walmart.
So
So
what?
I like when I go to Dollar Tree or Walmart, I like stock up for like my movie supply.
Okay, so are you making a confession that you sneak those into the movie? Are you making a confession on live?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, they go in my purse. So I'm not gonna pay $6 for something that's $1. So that's dumb. Anyways, I love Bunch of Crunch.
So
That's
you're
my dessert. Eating those, while watching a movie. I love good action movies. Like a good action movie. That's a great date night. But that sounds so boring to some of you. So
yeah.
I have to share like the actual fun one. When me and Nick were dating and falling in love before we got engaged, we had a date where we went and played 9 holes of golf. Got done. We were both worked at golf courses at the time. A lot of connections there, and Nick was going pro at the time. And I worked at a golf course, so I was lived on the golf course pretty much, I felt like. So we played golf all the time. And then the minute we got done playing 9 holes, we took our dirt bikes, went on like this really pretty trail for a couple hours. Then we went and got dinner, and then we went hot tubbing. I'm a hot tubber. I could literally do every night of my life for hours.
She's
And
a tubber.
I'm a tubber. And that we were just falling in love, which made it even more fun. But that was like the perfect date. It was adventurous, it was exciting, it was fun, and it was
And
romantic.
it ended with passion.
No, we were just dating.
Well, I know it ended with passionate kissing.
Probably, yeah.
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 Oh, it absolutely did. I would
Well, I
totally
don't
give
know
that.
what passion means to
Well,
you.
passionate kissing. We were dating, so it went
Passionate
ended with
kissing
passionate kissing, and
at the
that's
doorstep
where it
for like
stopped.
10 seconds.
No, it was passionate kissing in the hot tub, but
Oh,
it.
no, this was the second date. There
Oh,
was no passionate kissing in the
oh,
hot
that was
tub.
the second. Yeah, sorry. I am totally remembering things wrong. I'm skipping my dates.
In
Uh,
your mind, there was passionate kissing for a long time. In my mind, I'm like,
yeah.
it's 20 seconds. It was perfect.
Yeah, the reason why we're sharing these is to bring back fun memories and hopefully help you think of a passionate date night and fun times you've had to help
But
you have more date nights.
But if you notice, like our date nights now are like, let's go to dinner and go see a movie. When we were dating, it was a little bit different. Like we go do this, then we could go do this, and we could go do this. Like like the point is that yeah, kids change things, lifestyles change things. You can't pour 8 hours into a date like you can when you're
Yeah.
first dating, or you know what I mean. But you can still. Okay, let me just share this real quick, and then I'll let you talk. We did the first year of marriage play a lot of board games or card games together. Rummikub, we disagree on how to say that. He thinks it's cub. I think it's cube. But we played Rummikub a ton the first year of marriage. We would try to win each other,
We
and
would
then
have bets.
the winner would get the bet that they placed. And I'm just gonna leave that up in the air. But we did some pretty good bets, and that was a lot of
And I
fun.
found her cheating
Just
to,
once.
to
Just
so that
once.
she would get,
I wanted my back rub really
which I
bad.
would have given it to her anyways.
I totally confessed that because I felt guilty. Don't make me sound like a bad person. But the whole point is like we put a lot of intention into like having fun together. And when that starts to die down, like that's why your passion in your marriage dies. That's why the boredom sets in. That's why you start feeling like roommates, is because you stop having fun together. That's what date night is. So the husbands out there listening, like, why do I need to keep dating her? Because it's fun.
Yeah.
Because it builds emotional connection. Because it brings excitement into your life. It brings spontaneousness, whatever that word is, into your life. Like it's what keeps the spark alive. It's asking her questions on the app, using conversation starters to keep getting to know her. Like I promise your wife is changing over the years. Like she's not the same person that she was when you married her. You got to keep getting to know her.
Yeah.
And vice
for sure.
versa, right?
For sure. My most memorable date night. So I'll keep this quick and then we'll jump in because people want to get going. But
I don't know what we're jumping to, but okay.
yeah, the reasons why you should have
Okay.
date night. So it was I don't remember much. It was about 7:35 p.m. on a Wednesday evening. About 30, well, actually it was about
62 degrees outside.
78 degrees outside. Anyways, we're in front of a store and we're walking out and it was just getting ready to start getting dark. And Amy's like, "Hey, let's make love in the car." I'm like, "Oh, in the parking lot?" Like
Dude, I didn't even realize. Of course, you're going to share this.
I'll have stage fright. Like I can't
Right.
perform in front of the live audience in the parking lot.
There's nobody there.
Well, our windows weren't that tinted.
They were
so-
tinted and there was nobody there. I'm not that crazy.
So, anyways,
Let's just remind everyone this is the beginning of our marriage. Don't think that I'm still that crazy
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
you need to be jealous that your wife doesn't do that. This was like 20 something years ago.
okay. Hey, we were sharing our most memorable day. I didn't have to say it was in the year 2024 or 25. You didn't get that stipulation. So I said, hey, let's at least pull around back so that I feel more comfortable performing. So we pull around back and we're in front of the loading dock, and like I said, it's getting dark.
It was dark.
Thinking no one's gonna be pulling up to the loading dock. So our car's, backed up to the loading dock, and
It's literally nighttime. There's nobody around.
yeah.
I'm not that crazy. Okay.
So, anyways, Amy was making advances on me, and we were having a great time. The clothes were coming off, and all of a sudden, this big semi truck pulls in front of our car with the lights sitting up, just shining right through our window.
I was laughing. I thought it was great.
Amy was laughing.
There was nothing exposed. It wasn't the end of the world, but Nick kind of freaked out a little bit because he is very much a PDA at home person, nowhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Which is
anyways,
funny.
we quickly got.
That was your favorite date night, really?
Well, that was my most memorable.
Oh. Okay. I was like, wait, what?
So, anyways, the point is if you're going out on date night, you're going to have some really fun, memorable experiences that you can laugh about probably the rest of your life.
The point is make those experiences memorable so that you'll laugh about them. You have to make those experiences. You have to be intentional in making experiences that make you laugh. Like,
yeah, for sure.
You want to get to the end of your marriage or end of your life and say, hey, remember that time? Or remember when we did that? Or do you remember that memory when we, like, that's what makes marriage amazing. Marriage amazing is when you create experiences that you remember and you can laugh about or whatever.
All right, so let's dive into the reasons why you need to have date night.
Okay.
So obviously when you first had date night, you were getting to know each other, you were talking a lot, you were having great conversations, you were having fun together. That is why you fell in love and decided to get married, is because of date night, right? So again, why in the world would you stop? But number one, having that good communication is so, so important. They say the average couple talks less than like 12 minutes a day in meaningful conversation nowadays.
That's so sad.
So you have 24 hours in a day, you're talking less than 12 minutes a day in meaningful conversation. You're not connecting on a level, any level at any time. You're not going to have that emotional connection.
Right.
So getting out on date night, having that time together where you can have those good conversations that hopefully you're not talking about work or the kids, but maybe more exciting things. I'm not saying it's bad to talk about those things,
right?
If you need to, but getting out and having conversations, discovering each other, getting to know each other even more. It's just so important. That's going to strengthen your relationship big time. That's all you got to say, I know you have.
Okay, my next reason would be, he's putting me on the spot. There's no script here. Probably to get away from the norm. So yeah, like although we love our kids so much, I got to get away from them sometimes. Like we are the foundation of our family. We need to work on this once in a while, and that takes being away from the kids and away from the things that are distracting you from putting this first. So I would say my next reason would just be to get away.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And it shows when you go out on date night, it shows that you're prioritizing your relationship, that it actually means something to you, that you care about it enough that you want to go out and continue to do things to improve your relationship. Just can't stress enough like how important it is to go on date nights. And again, it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. we hear a lot of people say, well, we don't have the money to go out. That's an excuse. There's a lot of things you can do at home, or you can do very inexpensively.
Right.
Like Amy said, when we started doing our date night, we were dirt poor. I mean, we were dirt poor, but we still made a priority and still went out and,
Have fun.
had fun and we're spending time together. So,
Right. I think also going along with just getting out of the normal, like it's so important to disconnect from like your devices, the phones, that technology, and get outside in the world, go into nature, go on a walk together, do dates that are not just like I said, like movies and stuff like that. I think it's really important that people get outside for their mental and their health and just get some exercise, get some sunlight, just to get out in nature. I just feel like it's super important.
yeah, it is. Well, promise you this, if you start dating each other religiously, whether that's 2, 3, 4 times a month, I would say the more you can do it, the better. Your marriage needs it. Your kids need to see that for your marriage. The more you can do that and prioritize that, you're going to see your marriage change for the good pretty quickly.
So a lot of the times it's like, oh, it's really hard to leave my kids. Like we get that. Like it's hard when they got a lot going on. We have teenagers. We're to a point now where like, yeah, they pretty much have a social life. Like it's not a big deal for us to leave now. They're usually doing their thing, whatever. But it is so good for your kids to see that this is a priority in your life and in your marriage. Like we got to a point when our kids were a little bit younger that they're like, hey, it's Friday night. Where are you and dad going tonight? Like they just kind of started like
cheering us on.
This is mom and dad's night. Bye. And they were very supportive of that instead of being like, why do you have to leave again? When you can instill in your kids that mom and dad need 2 hours a week or whatever that looks like, and they become supportive of that, they're going to see that your marriage comes as a priority.
Yeah.
They're going to learn from that. And it's such a great thing to teach them. Like I said, like our kids literally were like, bye, it's Friday night. And we tried really hard for a lot of years to make sure that we didn't schedule stuff on Friday nights. Like that was our night. I still write it on my calendar.
Yeah.
23 years into our marriage, I still have date night with a heart on my calendar every Friday night. And I'm not saying that can't change if something really important comes up. We'll postpone that and or do a lunch date or something else. But like most of the time, like that is like firm not penciled, inked into my calendar. Like it's date night tonight. And our kids see that, the family sees that, like it's ingrained and they appreciate that now.
And somehow she's still excited about dating the same person after 20 something years.
It's true.
At least I think so.
It's true.
At least I think so.
That's because it takes intention on both sides to keep it exciting. It really takes like both people being like willing to plan to kind of, and maybe we just end on this. Like guys, if you haven't been dating your wife, just start now. Say, babe, I want to take you on a hot date this weekend. Get dressed up. I have dinner reservations or this planned or whatever, like whatever that looks like to you, like plan it. Like she wants to know that you're willing to like take the initiative and plan it and be like, I'm going to date you this weekend. I'm taking you on a date. And at our marriage retreat, Greg was saying that one time he showed up with flowers at the front door and she's like, what the heck? He's like, I'm taking you on a date. Like it was really cute. And so those little kind of things, like just showing her that you're willing to like plan it instead of it just being like, hey, we're going out at 5 p.m. Like we're guilty of that.
Yeah.
But like when Nick's like, hey, I'm taking you here. This is our plan for tonight. Like it shows a lot, especially to the wives that aren't getting that very often, that a husband, like number one, yeah, this time is our time, but I actually have something planned for you. And this can go both ways. Like if the husband's always the planner, wives, like once in a while be like, hey, I'm going to plan our date for Friday night and do something that he would love. Like it can go both ways, but it's all about intention, right?
Absolutely. So we encourage you to prioritize date night and let us know how it works for your relationship. We think it'll be game changing for you, just like it was for us many years ago. So
right. We have products to help with date night. Do you want to hand me the coupons? We just launched our brand new nope, not there. Oh, don't have them. Date night and coupon books. They are in our shop, shop.ultimateintimacy.com. If you're struggling with like going out on dates, like you have little kids or you don't have the budget or whatever, like there's just a bunch of cute little ideas in this coupon book of fun things to do at home. So at home date nights can be fun. We also have the You and I app that has 52 date nights for the entire year. You can grab that, youandiapp.com. And yeah, make dating fun. If you need ideas, there's plenty. We can help.
She's spitting facts. So until next time, I hope all of you find ultimate intimacy in your relationship.